And all new this morning, according to Forbes magazine, Mcallen is the #2 city in the nation, expected to see the most jobs in 2014. One way they're earning the accolades is by traveling to other countries and inviting them to do business with us here in the Valley. Most recently, the Mcallen EDC traveled to South Korea, and Keith Patridge and Adriana Trevino join us here to talk about that trip. So good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being with us. And how was the weather over there?
It was actually very nice.
Beautiful.
It was about 70 degrees. The cherry blossoms were out, so it was absolutely beautiful.
A little different here in the Valley, right?
Yeah.
At least right now. So tell us more about this trip.
Well, we were there really just building on relationships that we have built over the last 20 years or so, working with South Korea. And this was a visit to sign a cooperative commercialization agreement with the city of Daejeon, between the city of Daejeon, Korea, and city of Mcallen, and UTPA and MEDC.
So what great opportunities came about from this trip, Adriana?
Well, aside from exposing Mcallen to the South Korean companies, I think we got a lot out of this trip. You know, it was an investment to go over there, but the ROI that we'll see from that is people will know about Mcallen. They have great technologies over there that we feel would benefit the community, and we need to start thinking forward and moving forward. So because of the relationships we've built throughout the past couple years, or 25 years, you know, we're able to learn from them, and really, I think what we got out of this trip was the trust factor. They trust us. If you know the Koreans, you know, they're not much to hug, and as soon as we got off the plane, the first thing they did was hug us. And so we've built those relationships, and because of that, we feel like we have great things to come and really work on for the future.
And that's amazing. And Keith, tell us, you know, you go to a country like South Korea, what do you say to them to encourage them to do business with Mcallen?
It's really very similar regardless of where you go in the world. Everyone is looking for economic opportunity, how to make money, or how to grow and improve their company. And so it's the same in Korea. What we find, though, is that oftentimes when you go to a foreign country, especially in Korea, they haven't had that much experience working outside of Korea. They're very successful businesses in Korea, but when they start looking at coming to the U.S., they really have lots of questions about how do you do business here? How do I sell my product here? And that's what we really, with the consortium that we put together with the MEDC, the city, the university, we have really been able to assist them in getting the answers to their questions. And you know, from an immediate standpoint, out of this trip, we got one company that has indicated they're going to be locating their operation here.
And tell them why. Tell them what he said about us over there.
He said that of all of the locations that he has worked with, and this is Boston, Massachusetts, San Diego, California, and all the other areas, he said that the thing that was most important to him was the relationships that he built with MEDC and how helpful we were to them in their site selection process.
Basically the customer service you
It's the
provided
customer
them.
service.
And the
Yeah.
people. Well, thank you both for being with us and definitely putting the Valley on that big scale on the map when it comes to global economic success. So thank you again for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Truly appreciate it. Let's send it over to Victoria now.